Welcome back to Let's Play Fantasy Star the End of Millennium. Y'all excuse me, I've been getting over dinner. And 4 burgers really does say a lot. See? 4 burgers really do say a lot. Anyway, we're at Tyler Spaceport and we are about to embark on the most difficult of dungeons that there is going to be, plus 2 pain in the ass bosses to deal with. That's right, we're going to the one and the only Air Castle. Let me tell you right now, this is the hardest of all the dungeons in the game at this point. Because we're not dealing with one boss, we're dealing with 2 bosses. So I think it's only fair that this part be split up. Gravity is normal, and there's a breathable atmosphere. This is clearly an artificial condition. They seem to be expecting us. Huh. As I mentioned, yes, this is going to be a 2-part. This is going to be a 2-part dungeon. Because, A, we have to deal with Xe-A-Thoul, which is the boss who took the Eclipse Torch, and then the second part dealing with Lasik. So therefore, 2 bosses. But the good thing is there are a lot of goodies here. And worth picking up, by the way. And behold, the first of our new enemies. Dimensional Worm and Stoneheads. So we're going to be focusing most of our attacks on the Stoneheads. And for the most part, use Gra. Oh, by the way, Silver Tusk owns. And as we go up here, it's the rascals who stole the Eclipse Torch. The illusions? It's not just any illusion. There's an invisible barrier. So that means we got to find the real thing and defeat them. Yes, indeed, Chaz. That's what we have to do. We have to find those bastards and rip them a new one. Now, down here we find 1,000 Meseta. And we're facing the Frost Sabers, which are brothers to the Shadow Sabers we face in Motavia. Now, if they're anything like their cousins in Motavia, they'll try to do debound and all that good stuff like that there. Really, guys, haven't we had enough of you? On the case of this, I am basically saving up room for possibly better fights than this. Now, really? Ow. Miss. One, two, three, four. Before I was so rudely interrupted, I wanted to show you my stats. Now, apparently here, while you're actually here, you may want to be at around level 35 or so. Because around level 35, 30, around the level 30, it is best to actually stand a better chance, because if you don't, your ass will be grass. So basically, it's always good to try and not overdo everything, especially in this dungeon. Did I mention that cast Grot? Yeah, these are the annoyances in this dungeon right here. And I don't want to be facing them over and over and over again, because I know there got to be more enemies than that. Now, of course, in this dungeon, there is, of course, a power circle. You again? No. Just no. We can find some Trimate here. Okay, that's more like it. Yeah, that's more like it. What I'm going to try to do as much as I can is not run into these dimensional worms so much. Just because I don't want to deal with them. Plus, they will sap you of, namely, your TP. Ah, yes, another new enemy, the Spectre. Spectre being that Spectre is pretty much one of those instances you just don't want to deal with. You want to kill them before they cast Evil Eye. If they cast Evil Eye, you're paralyzed. Corrosion is just basically dirt in your eye. That's all it is. That's how I see it. It's just dirt in your eye. No, think. Damn. Oh, very well. I try, but they don't want me to leave. I suppose I better do something. Yeah, that's doing something. That's doing something, alright. Now, of course, when you go outside, enemies will not attack you, but when you come inside, oh, that's when they will attack you. And it's not a pleasant thing. It is nasty. It is dirty. I'm saving Nares for future battles. And here we find 2000 Xe-A-Thoul. Now here you want to pick as many fights as you can. Ah, Death Spell. Nasty little thing if it picks a humanoid character. However, if it picks, well, for instance, Ren, you're okay. See? If it hits Ren, you're okay. Because it doesn't really affect Ren. So Kyra levels and she learns Gigra. And I do not want to deal with you guys. Moving on. Now as we're going outside, I'll go up here. And most likely around. Ooh! Now the death spell, if connects, it will kill you. But usually it relies on mental strength and, you know, how high your mental strength is. So, that's one thing you really need to be aware of. This is going to be quick and painless. You know we gotta we gotta stop meeting like this. And we can't escape, huh? No, but really, we gotta stop meeting like this. This is bad. This is very bad. The reason why I say it's bad is because I do not like near one of you. See, this is why I don't want Rune raising his hand. Because you know what will happen when he raises his hand. And another new enemy, Bladerite. Just like their Motavian cousins in Zeal's Fort. Bladerite really isn't much to really look at. Nor is he much to talk about. 666. Anyway, yeah. From here on, we're still going forth around the air castle. And I have to say, the encounter rating hasn't been so bad. I mean, no one is falling and no one has fallen, and Rika gains a level. Now, the thing I read about this is not to worry about skills. Because as far as we know, well, as far as we know, yep, they have it debunked. That only means, for one reason, if you don't get no more skills, that's okay because you pretty much have all the skills. Plus, the more you level up, you do get more charges for your skills. Your defense is no match for me! Ha 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 ha! Yes, we're gonna make you work, Kyra. We're gonna make you work. We're gonna make sure you cast magic as much as you want. So, red and rune level. And oh, rune learns Negatis. Negatis is basically that of the black hole. Enough said. As we come up to the next part of this area, come down here, we get 4,000 Meseta. I believe we go up here. I believe as we go up here, we're going to get jumped by more enemies that don't seem to understand that we are not interested in what they're selling. I told you, we are not interested in what you're selling, sir. I do believe there is a... I do believe there is a power... No. That's not power. This is a Genocide Claw. Yes, Genocide Claw. Genocide Claw basically is the Death Claw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip this on Tarika. Yes, we have the power of the Genocide Claw. And you want to know how bad the Genocide Claw really is? Well, let me show you something! That's how bad. That's how bad it can be. It can be that bad in which it will basically tell you you can basically crit like almost every time. I mean, to crit almost every time. That's awesome. Let's see. There's a power circle around here. Hopefully we can reach it. Oh yes, here it is. This is the power circle. Game cannot be saved here. Oh, but what's the good thing is they're blocking this. So in order for us to actually get past so we can actually make a straight shot back to our ship, we must defeat the boss. And yeah, they're blocking that route right there. that route, which will lead to getting to the next part of the air castle. So let us go, you dirty son of a bitch. Anyway, yes, I said it, you dirty son of a bitch. And it's so easily to get lost around here, but apparently I'm not lost. So I'm trying to escape mainly almost every fight, or just about every fight before I actually get to the next boss. Now, of course, I am at the following levels, as you can see, which are quite nice. Quite nice indeed. What I may do is I may save state. Yeah, I haven't save state this entire time, and I do not want to screw up here and lose everything, so I might save state. If I'm that close, I must be getting there. And in here we find that we are getting close. We're getting so close we can taste it. Crit! And you've been crit hard. You haven't been crit, you've been crit. Crit hard. Crit hard, I say. Crit hard. So as we are getting close to our next, rather first. Our first boss fight in this dungeon. I just want to say, this has been like the most I've ever played in one game for so long. Well, second to Superstar Saga. But I can pretty much say that between these two and my weekend LP, I've been enjoying all of them. So, really, I really have been enjoying all of them. Good. As we go down here. Wait a minute, I think I'm supposed to go out. I want to make sure I don't mess up here. Yeah, this part is a dead end. Or I think it was a dead end. No, this is where I want to be. Alright, give me a second while I make a save state here, because this is gonna be an interesting boss battle, and like I said before, I do not want to end up on my ass. Give me a moment. Alright, now that I made my save state, it is time to face off against the three idiots.
Ha 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 ha! You've come, however. We've no use for anyone but Lance. And we have only one use for him. Ha 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 ha! We will mutilate and kill him with these very hands.
Meet our first pain in the ass boss, Xe-A-Thoul. I do not like Xe-A-Thoul because they attack in threes. However, there is a way to get rid of them, and I'm going to show it to you. Here we go. First off, you want to raise your defense. Real quick like. Next, what you want to do is you want to mainly take out the sides. Anyone from the sides is good. So I'm going to take out the left one. Another thing you want to do is you want to buff your agility, because really, it counts for everything. Next thing you want to do is you want to pull up your defense. And of course, what you want to do here is just blow them away with your best attacks. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cast No Out on this dude. Defense up. Oof. Oh my goodness, Ren, damn. Just damn. Anyway, just focus on one. Because it is better to focus on one character. Well, yeah, it's better to focus on one character than trying to nail everybody and nail all of them at once. Just use your not skills right here. Oh, really? Oh, really? How cute! So we're just gonna bust out all our not skills on the one on the left first. Really, it doesn't matter which one you take, but for me, I'm going left, right, and center. So just cast mainly your not skills. Well, your not spells. Well, okay, in this case, I'm going from left to center and to the side. Left to center to the side. Anyway, I'm not going to use Burst Rocket, but I am going to go from left to right. So I'm going left, center, right. So remember, if you get low, just heal. Just have an all heal ready. And lastly, we're going to take care of this ass. This ass who will get his ass handed to him, because why not? He really does deserve it. Double slash. One shot. Two shot. Three shot. Four. Because right now, your ass shall be knocked to that door. Goodbye, Xe-A-Thoul. And we get about 4,400 experience, 3,000 Meseta, Chaz levels, and that's it. So you know what that means? That means no more barriers. That means we can proceed. That means we can heal. And so that means we have cleared this area, this first part of the area, with little to no problems. If you have done so, and I hope you have done so, remember, if you are about level 32 or close to level 32, you have to be around level 32, level 30, level 32, level 40, 40, level 32, or at least 35 within that region. Within that little scale I just mentioned, you can easily beat that boss just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Hinas myself back to the beginning. And why am I doing this? Because I can go through like so. Because I can go through like so, that means I can go here and straight on. See? If I wanted to, I could just go in the basement. But what I'm going to do is not go in the basement and just make it say right here. And in the next part, we are going into the basement of the air castle. And I'm not liking this one bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way back to the spaceport, make a save there so I don't have to go through all this shit again. And it's okay, really. It's okay now. Because it's going to be alright from here on out. Because the worst is the worst is to come. Oh yeah, the worst is to come. But it's a good thing I made a safe state though. But I'd rather have an in-game save more than a safe state. So in our next part, with that done, we're going to go down, down, down into the basement. And we're going to face the end boss of Phantasy Star 1. And he's not going to like the way we show up. But that's too damn bad. Stay tuned for the next part of Let's Play Phantasy Star 4, The End of Millennium.